Up next, we'll see two teams facing off for just the 12th time, while Tom Brady looks to go 33-3 against Buffalo. It's the Bills and the Buccaneers, coming up on EA Sports.
We're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages. Blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
Brady now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 57 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. But we keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating. But his message there, keep waiting.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Brady. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He's going to go up top again, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive.
On 1st down, Brady. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Brady.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brady now on 1st down. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 17-7 is our score. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Brady now to throw. The quick slant caught. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Now Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
On 4th down, on is the former Dolphin Matt Hawk to punt for Buffalo.
As he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd and 10. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half.
Brady. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play. Brady to Gronkowski. 41 yards.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now the toss to Jones, running right. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Better drop something else, baby.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good. But when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Here's Brady. On the screen, Bernard. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Check 31, check 31.
Now Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we...
On the ground with a tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Menardrick McKinney there to make the stop. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. They're going to run this with a tight end. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Here's Brady to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 58 yards.
And the Bucs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get teased.
And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Trask. And his throw here's incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. Setting to throw. Here's Trask. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work locking in.
Watch the pass.
Brady going to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Tampa Bay, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year.